Hej og velkommen derude til IBG21. I dag er der ændret lidt på det hele. Setup'et skulle have været et tema om Nordic Open, men det blev ændret på grund af nogle tekniske problemer, vi havde. Opsætning af Skype og diverse til noget live interviews. Så har vi fået ændret på noget indhold, men der er kommet lidt alligevel. I skal jo ikke snydes for DMP'erne, som Kette han har lavet. Noget jeg synes der er lidt sjovt, det er at svenskerne tager til Danmark for at snuppe vores mesterskaber. Og det har de gjort. Men så har vi også nogle danskere der tager til Sverige for at gøre det samme. Her i weekenden, der var der Malmø Spring Open 2012. Og Mikkel Larsen, han deltog også. Og lurer mig om at han ikke vandt den for tredje gang. Han har vundet den i 2008, 2010 og den her gang i 2012. Det synes jeg det er ret vildt. Så det skal han da have lidt ros for i hvert fald. Inden vi går videre til DMP'en, som Kette han har lavet, vil jeg lige minde jer om, at I kan se maj måneds profil, som er Christian Sørensen. Den yngste, der nogensinde har været inde på profilen her på ibackgammon. Men gå ind og se hans profil. Nu vil jeg sende en DMP against the Nation Star. Kette Mathisen mod Hygge. Spil på backgammon og optaget derinde og kommenteret af Kette. Men den kan jeg lige få lov at se her.
Hello and welcome to DAP against a nation star. Today we have Hygge from Norway. He's a very good player in Norway, comes from Oslo, and he is supposed to be top 10 or at least top 5 up there. So let's have a funny game here. He started with 6-5 and ran away. We roll 6-3, so we play to the 18 point and down to 10. We try to make a high anchor and see what goes on from here. Sondre rolls 3-2 and his nickname is Sondre Hygge, 3 first letters of Sondre and 3 first letters of Hygge, so it means Sonrik. So we roll 5-3 and we have to think here, would we make the 10 point or should we go and make the 5 point. I think I'll go for the 5 point. Sondre hits a good number, double ones, and he tries to make the prime against us. The prime is a very good solution in DMP. And we also would like to make the prime, so I think I'll slot the 7 point and then have the chances of making the high anchor on the 21 point. Sondre instead rolls a double 3. It's a crucial number for us. He can make a 4 point and hit us on the second check on the 18 point, and it looks like he's cruising home. He runs away with the 6-5, I guess. Yes, and tries to make the prime, and we can now see what we can do. We can make a high anchor, or we can play to 4. It's good in the DMP just to wait down on 24 point, but he will close us in, I think, so I think we should go for the higher anchor. I'll do that. Let's see what happens. He played 5-2 and couldn't make the 5 prime, so now he's going to try to have some spare checkers so he can make some new points. We make a 4-2 and make the 4 point. 5-4 from Sondre. I think he tries to push us away. He doesn't want us to stay on the ace point. I think the best play is to play to 4 here. from 13, and he's thinking about that. And yes, there it came. Double 6 for us. It's not the best one right now because we would like to stay at the anchor, and I think that we will run out and see what happens, and then try to make the prime ourselves. Yes, 6-4. Sondre can now beat us again, but he's not happy to be hit us again. He's not happy to have return shots, so instead he tries to make the deuce point. Sondre's idea here is just to come home. So I think it looks better to make the deuce point. He gives us here 1-4, 2-4, 3-4, and 2-5 and 6-1. That's 10 numbers that could change his chances of winning. Instead, we have to try to make a new point with the 6-1. We couldn't run with it, so we had to stay on the 18 point and then comes around there. He hits us with a 6-5 when we fan, and then he just will run home, I think. That was the 6-4. That was the one that he didn't want to jump with, so he's thinking about lifting the 8 point. That is probably the right idea. He doesn't want to give us any shots that could turn the game around. Yeah, I'll lift the 8 point in this position. It's just coming home safe is the idea now. He made us making the 3 point anchor, and that could be a mistake, and we'll not have a chance of hitting him if he just comes home. He takes a chance, it looked like. It's actually very interesting the more he thinks about it, because he gives us 1-6, 1-4, and 3-6 from the bar. Instead, he can give us 0 numbers right now, and then perhaps numbers later that can pick him up. Here we have 4s and 3s and 1s to, if we stay on the ace point, that he can hit us with. He can only hit us with a 6 here, and there's, for example, a 5-3 here that could be crucial for him. So I think we'll jump out and see what happens. 3-4. He makes the ace point, waiting for us to see what happens, and we can either stay on the 18 point, but I think it costs too much just to be hit over there, so I'll run home, even though I'm very far behind in the race. So let's see, we would like to make the 2 point and then have a new spare, a new builder for the 3 point. The faster we can make a prime and we can hit a shot, the better it is. So therefore we also make the 3 point with the double deuces. 5-3, he has to lift the 5 and the 3, and we roll 6-5. If we make the ace point, we will have no chances of picking other checkers. So I think that, yeah, well, let's play it. Then we could win the game by hitting with a 3 and run home. Let's just do that. He probably doesn't think that it's so funny anymore. And here we have some double 6s that we look for. That looks like we should see what comes around. And we have to put the 4 on the 12 point to save ourselves from the double 6s. I think we'll do that. Double 5s instead. That's deep with our 3 spares. So all in all, he has a chance if he enters quickly, but I think we'll lift from behind. He has only 1 checker off, so we are far ahead now, and therefore we can take 2 checkers off, and he runs out, and we have to take checkers off. The 4-1, yeah, and 5-4. Yeah, it looks like a sure win on our side. Of course, he could roll something like doubles that could end the game for us, but it is finished now, and thank you very much to Sandra.
Og tak til Kette og Sondre for det. Og det skal selvfølgelig siges, at det spilles på ibackgammon.dk. Jeg skal lige sige, at ugens gåde 13, den kommer online om små 5-10 minutter her på siden. Og det er den, du ser her. Den kan du gå ind og hygge dig med om små 5-10 minutter. Det, som vi optager herinde på IBG21, og hvad vi optager ude af landet, det kan du se inde på YouTube, på vores kanal derinde. Så hop ind forbi, der er små 100 uploads derinde. Har du gode idéer eller forslag til, vi kan lave, så smid en mail til os, eller fang mig på Skype, så kan vi findes derinde. Det var simpelthen det for den her gang. Tak fordi I kiggede med, og fortsat god aften. Hej.